Libra. This is your July 2016 love and partnership as well as general forecast. We're starting with love and partnerships. The first card that comes up says it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. This card suggests all of you, those of you in partnerships and relationships, those of you searching for partnerships and the relationships, those of you that are happy not to be in a partnership or relationship, although I don't know many Librans that do that. It says you are protecting your heart from past experiences of hurt and painful relationships. It says you've closed your heart off. You've put a barrier around your heart, a protective barrier. It says, unfortunately, when you do this, you energetically repel a partner. If you shield your heart, you energetically repel love. You're creating an energetic field around your heart, which should someone come along or should you meet someone, which could be a very good partner, on an unconscious level, they're going to feel as if they're being rejected, and they won't make that move. You then do attract people into your life which are comfortable with that situation. That means their energy matches up to this energy of protectiveness and a barrier, and ultimately not fully committing. They're happy with that idea of not fully committing. And none of us really want that in our lives, do we? So that's something to take a look at, because this message is coming up again in your reading. So there's definitely an issue with that there. You're going to see it come up another twice in the reading. And it says, to overcome this, you have to open your heart, which is going to make you feel vulnerable, but then to listen to your inner guidance, not your fears. There's a difference between your inner guidance and your fears, because your inner guidance, your true inner guidance, will tell you whether someone is trustworthy so that you can open your heart again. Now, that inner guidance, you can also ask your angels, you can pray, you can ask the universe, whatever you feel can give you guidance. Ask for that guidance. Ask out loud if you need to. Ask them to help you to see who is the right person or when is the right time to bring someone that close into your life. But you need to have an open heart for that to happen. Because the next card that comes up says that there's an abundance of love on all levels available to you in July. You're going to be surrounded by the energy of love that you can receive on many levels, on business levels, on friendships, on platonic relationships, on love relationships, but it's going to be there, but you need to be able to receive it. And then the final card that comes up in this part of your reading says, love is unexpected. You don't know when it will come. So there's an element here of love cropping up when you least expect it. That's what this card is saying. And I think what the message is that's coming through is open your heart now. Start practicing opening your heart, because when that suddenly does crop up, when love suddenly crops up, you need to be prepared for it. Otherwise, you may miss the opportunity at this point in time, because it's probably, I'm thinking, quite a special love coming in. Be it just a friendship or a partner or a new romantic partner in your life. There's some special form of love coming into your life, and you need to be open to receiving it this month. You've got to drop those barriers around your heart in order to receive it. So that's something for all of us Librans to be working on and thinking about this month for sure. And like I said, ask for guidance. Ask for guidance from the angels, from God, from the universe, whomever it is that you're comfortable asking for guidance for. One, on how to open your heart, and two, how to not be vulnerable in doing this. There's always an element of vulnerability involved in opening your heart. We have to be brave enough to do that. But also to make the right decisions where that's concerned. That's basically where you're going to be asking for guidance, that you make the right decisions where your heart is concerned. Now, your next part of your reading, we have a look first at the spiritual level, at the soul's journey in 2016, and then we'll move down to the mundane level. So on the higher level, the higher consciousness level, this is what you are now learning this month, okay? And the first card that comes up says that lead with love this month. So here it comes through again. Look at all the green in here in this next part of this reading. So that's the heart chakra, isn't it? It's opening up that heart chakra. It says you have come a long way in the last 4 years. You've learned an incredible amount. You have been through it. You have had your sharp corners chopped off. You have been taught many, many lessons. It says now use this wisdom to live your life authentically. And what does that mean? That means living true to what you believe, true to what feels right for you, true to what feels right in your heart. It says you will then inspire other people to follow suit. It is, as many of the mystics say, if you want the world to change, set the examples. If you want your life around you to change, if you want just your core life around you to change, you need to change first. You need to live that example, and the energy around you will then follow suit. And that energy includes the people and your life around you. It says you are now ready to do this. You're now ready to set this new level of existence, a new life, a new way of being that's more authentic than what you were before. Because then your archetype card is that of Sununus, or shape-shifting. And this says that transition and change are flowing through you. Relax into your power to be whatever you want to be. So there's a shift in your energy. Definitely a shift in your energy. And I think the final part of the shift is opening that heart chakra. It's opening your heart. And it's an odd thing to say, but it's very true. But there is immense power in vulnerability. If you are strong enough to be vulnerable, knowing that what comes back to you, you can handle with strength and wisdom and maturity, that gives you immense power. So this change is probably that last shift you're needing to make in this part of your journey, in your last 12 years of evolution, shall we say. Because now you're moving into a new level of existence as from probably September-ish around this year for Librans. So let that shift happen and know there's immense power in that shift. Because your final card here is that of the Heron, and it says now it's time for rest and meditation. In other words, introspection, going inward and listening inward and being inward. It says find your center and ground yourself. You will then find the perfect timing. So you're doing this so that you know when to act and when to be silent and be still. So it's not a case of there's no action. There is going to be action, but your timing you are going to be concentrating on and getting right. It says you will master the art of silence and non-action and when to make the move. There is purification in acceptance, it says. There is wellness in letting things be what they are. So on a soul level, if that's what you're interested in, what you are learning at the moment, Libra, is what is happening out there and what is happening to the people around you. That is their soul journey, that is their lesson, that is what they're learning, that is where they are going. All you can do is change within yourself. Adapt within yourself and grow within yourself. And to know when to lend that helping hand and when to stand back and let people live what they need to live. I think that's one of Libran's greatest lessons, because we're far too inclined to step in and be there for everybody on every level. So it's quite a big lesson happening at the moment, but a great lesson. If you learn that balance, you have achieved Libra's balance, basically. Now, on the mundane level, so in your day-to-day life, this is what you're going to be seeing, okay? The first card that comes up says that it's time to go after your dreams. So that living authentically, on a mundane level, that is what you're going to see. Go after your dreams. Do what you really want to do, okay? Do something that broadens your horizons and let your creativity take flight. It's time to explore something new or take something to a new level using your creativity. Now, creativity is not just art and painting and music. You know that creativity is on whatever level you work. If it's with numbers, if it's with spreadsheets, whatever it is, use your creativity to explore new horizons in what you do. Rekindle that excitement and joy of discovering the new. You can see this whole card gives off that kind of feeling. And the next card that comes up is basically the same. That's these really happy, outward, joyful cards. And this card says that let yourself feel joy this month. Not joy that you fetch, not joy that you earn, not joy that you feel you should have. Just be joyful in being you. You've reached a level in your existence to be joyful about. Really you have. What you've learned in the last few years has elevated you to a level where you should be joyful. You should be joyful that you made it here after these last few years. So enjoy that. Immerse yourself in that joy. The final card you get in this part of the reading is Mara or Isis. And this says this is the most powerful and radiant card of the deck. Own your life. Be fully who you are. So Libra, you have arrived. You have arrived. This is who you are. Own it. Be immensely joyful about it and create from there. You guys have reached that stage where you get your 5 gold stars. Well done. Now your guidance for this month says nurturing. Keep your inner child nurtured and you will thrive with vitality. Now a lot of people are at the moment of all star signs, all ages, finding themselves feeling very drained energetically. And this is because definitely life has been difficult. It's been teaching us. We've been through a hell of a lot. So the thing to do here is to remember to play. This has come up in many other readings. I'm sure you've heard me say this. But that inner child needs to be nurtured. So the inner child is nurtured by doing things that are joyful, that are creative, that are expansive, that are fun. So look to what that is to you, because it's going to mean different things to different people. But when you start feeling yourself feeling tired and drained, it's your inner child who has had no fun for a while. No joy, no expansiveness, no play. So, and this is on a very innocent level. Remember that. This is the joy of sitting watching the sunrise, the joy of playing a card game with your children and listening to them laugh. You know, it's that kind of joy. You need to get that into your life if you are feeling tired and drained. Now, the next card that comes up is as much as a surprise as the name says, because I'm really surprised this turns up here. But I drew another card. This was going to be the final card. I drew another card because I wanted to know, what is this wake-up call? You're going to get a wake-up call. The tsunami is a wake-up call. It normally says it's something that you are aware of. It's not a wake-up call of you didn't see this coming. It's a wake-up call you didn't see it coming at this moment in time. You thought you could put it off for longer. So I pulled another card to see what this is about. And this is the card of open your heart. Here we go again. You're going to realize that you need to open your heart and mind to those around you. Something's going to trip you up. The tsunami will do that. It's going to trip you up. It's going to say to you, you haven't opened your heart. I'm tripping you up now because this you need to remember. You need to open your heart up. How this translates in your life, I don't know. This is a general reading. It's going to be specific for each of you. If you would like a private reading, then just email me on the oracletimes@gmail.com and we can see if we can pinpoint where that's going to be in your life. I'm definitely going to do myself a reading so I can see where this is going to come up in my life. Because a wake-up call is that. It's quite a big trip. It'll be a big trip up. You will get quite a jolt. But it's to remind you that you haven't opened your heart up, and that's what you need to do next. Okay, so that is the Libra July 2016 reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and listening. Do yourself a favor and listen to the rest of this soundtrack with earphones or earbuds. It's a beautiful soundtrack and I think it matches your reading for this month absolutely perfectly. Listen to the end.
You know, I think you should come and sit with me. Come and sit with me, 'cause I'm afraid to die. And float with me like an angel. Fall in love with me, overdo it. Float with me like an angel. fall in love with me, overdo it. Love is half as good. You know I wished I would. Come and sit with me. Come and sit with me. 'Cause I'm afraid to die. So float with me like an angel. Fall in love with me, overdo it. Float with me like an angel. Fall